chicken ass.
We're live.
Wow, that's a great way to start. Chicken ass.
Right?
How's your night going?
I'm bored. I just got that baby to sleep.
Fun.
Alright. What are you doing?
Looking, chilling, looking for my pipe. Stupid pickup.
I'm sitting in a comfy brown chair.
On a big, comfy couch. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
You want my couch?
You can't have my couch. I want your motherfucking brain.
Oh.
I would never be very popular if this. I'll admit, fuck school. School would never like me. Or they could beat me till I'm half dead and make fun of the size of my forehead. That shit never bothers me. My mother and mother, they own a lot of property. They had a science lab in the basement. That's where my free time, where my time was spent.
Hey, we have a viewer.
Already?
Alright.
Who do you think it is?
I have no idea.
It's Deadhead. The zombie.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Did you share the video out? Because I didn't.
No.
Oh.
All I know is I'm going to put on my jacket. So I can go outside and smoke.
It is Vindod Kumar. He was in one of my live
I don't
streams.
know who that is. He does not sound familiar.
No, it's nobody that we know personally.
I like how you said person like we know them over the internet.
No. We don't know. I don't think we really know him at all.
Oh, wow, that's very nice of you to say that.
Oh. Yeah, it's one of my new subscribers.
They stalk you everywhere you go. Every step you take.
Well,
Every cigarette you puff. They'll be watching.
well, you know what was creepy?
What?
Okay, so right before Christmas, I went to the Mall of America.
In Minnesota?
Mm-hmm. And I was in the bathroom and somebody recognized me.
I think you told me this story before. Like, throw rocks?
Fucking scared the shit out of me.
I wonder what would happen if you know who was spotted. Is that you, douchebag?
Oh. You know what happened if I spotted him?
Are we talking about the same person?
I hope so.
Is it a D or a C?
D.
What?
I would kick his dick in the dirt.
What dick?
True. True that.
When I was in a relationship, my last relationship, he actually tried to date my girl.
What?
Yeah, the bitch that made me unfriend you because you were a female.
Mm-hmm.
Because her brother was friends with him. Her brother's also a pedophile like he is.
Gross.
But played Juggalo.
What is with all of these pedophiles lately?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
It's with I'm not going to say it's all this fault, but about a year or two ago, the BTLM, whatever, the fucking, the LGBT community actually tried to make it okay.
What?
Yeah, they said that it's okay. That you're a child at heart, so you should have sex with a child if you please.
Ew. No.
Yeah.
My cousin was dating a 14-year-old, which was freaking nasty.
The youngest I ever dated, and I would of it, and we were both roughly the same age.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was only like a 2-year difference. I was 15, she was 13. You know,
Yeah.
not like, oh my god, creepy. You know?
But I'm talking about this girl was 14 and my cousin is 18, almost 19.
Like, I could turn a blind eye to that if it was an 18 and a 17-year-old, maybe a 16-year-old.
Right, but you don't date a 14-year-old.
Exactly. Like, I could turn a blind eye. Like, I heard stories. My mom used to work at a prison. Not prison, but a jail.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an 18, 19-year-old walk in there. He's on the sex offender list because he fucked us up, because he was dating for a very long time, pretty much until high school. Until we were both in high school, they were dating. They already were sexually active before he turned 18, or whatever. And mom and dad found out that they were having sex and reported it. It's just like, that's not a pedophile to me.
Right.
I mean, that's my opinion. It's just fucked up that people will go to jail for that reason.
It is.
Other pedophiles who have been repeated offenders are walking free.
Right.
When I think of a pedophile, I think of a 50, maybe a 20-year-old going after a 13, 15-year-old. You know, that's my definition of a pedophile.
Or you got 40-year-olds that are going after 12-year-olds, and that's just fucking disgusting.
Exactly. I mean, like, to me, if you're 17 dating an 18-year-old, maybe an 19-year-old, I would turn a blind eye to, like, okay, that's not a big age difference, big fucking whoop. I don't give a shit, you know. That's not really awkward for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Then again, I think back to when I was like 15, 16, and I was dating 21-year-olds.
I mean, my last relationship, I was dating a girl who was 26 and then 27. She turned 27 before we broke up.
Yeah.
You know, and it was all legal. It was 18. And the sad thing is, I was way more mature than her. No, I'm not kidding. And I was way more smarter than that dumb bitch. Tell me how a college student need help with her homework from a person who just got out of high school and could help her get a C. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the smartest motherfucker, but, you know, it's kind of sad that your 18-year-old boyfriend can help your 27-year-old ass with an assignment when he never took a goddamn year of college in his life.
Well, you also got to think about you just had got out of high school, so some of that stuff was still fresh in your brain.
Dude, shit I never learned.
Really?
It was psychology.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
And like I already was interested in psychology though. I had a passion for psychology. I did my research on psychology a lot. And so I already knew the basic of shit.
Alright.
But her teacher hated me because I'm anti-feminist.
Well, I understand that.
Why I'm anti-feminist or why she hated me?
Why you're anti-feminist.
Okay, I wanted to be sure. I mean, like, look, I'm making this perfectly clear for anyone who's watching. I do not support woman violence, alright? I do not support domestic violence. I do not support any of that shit. Making that perfectly clear. But if a woman lays her hands on me in a violent way, I have the right to hit her back.
I totally agree with you.
And it's kind of fucked up how society is, where if a man is raped by a woman, I mean, yeah, that's not very popular. We don't hear that much because of the way society is. It's actually been proven that women rape about 50-50 on sexual assault with women and men.
Right.
But society has convinced everyone that men can't be raped. So everyone's just like, if, say I was violated, I walk up to someone like, yeah, man, you know, a woman, I was drinking one night, you know, and a woman had sucked my dick, and I said no repeatedly. And then people told her, oh, he had a boner argument type shit. When people don't realize that
you don't have control over that.
What?
You don't have control over that.
Exactly. Just like, and by that definition, like if I were to violate someone, then I would. By that definition, I could use, oh, the pussy got wet when I was fucking up if you want it. You know?
It's bullshit. It really is.
And I'm not that kind of person, but I'm just using that saying, like, if we're going to use the boner argument against women rapists, then why don't we use the pussy got wet?
Right.
And tell me why. Okay. There's two cases. There's a man who raped his daughter and went to prison / jail for about 10 to 15 years. There's this woman who was 30-something years old, 30, 40, around there, got her son's best friend drunk. The boy 15. Got his best friend drunk, the son's best friend drunk, and performed oral sex on her. She gets every other weekend in prison, so she can spend time with her kids.
That's bullshit.
I mean, look, I'm not condoning what happened, but I just pointing out how bullshit that is. How women get lesser charges pressed against them when it comes to just roughly the same crime.
Right.
And let's take it to a step further. Let's say I'm dating a girl. We have sex multiple times. Something happened. We got in an argument, and she calls the cop and say, "I raped her." It's her words against mine. Right. There's evidence of penetration, but since there's evidence of penetration, because we had sex prior multiple times, and maybe we had sex the day before she called the cop and said I raped her. She can pull that against me and say, "Yeah, you raped me, and I am a rapist by the court of law."
It's bullshit.
And that's how society is. But if a man is raped by a woman, it's ha ha ha, you actually wanted it, that's why you have a boner. Like, no, motherfucker, it's a bodily function. Just like when a woman is violated, she sometimes do get wet and sometimes have orgasms.
It's not something that you can control.
Exactly. Like, your body doesn't know. Like, your brain knows, but it's still, your body doesn't really know. It just does what it's supposed to do.
Right.
Your body this makes me feel good, even though my brain says no, but it makes me feel good, so I'm gonna get a boner. Oh, this makes me feel good, so I'm gonna squirt or whatever. That's the excuse. Oh, he had a boner, though he wanted it. No.
If for some reason I end up losing you, it's because my phone is being retarded and not wanting to charge.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't think it's gonna die, but it
How
might.
charge is it?
2.
Mine's at 3. So if we cut off, we all know what happened.
Right.
Phone died.
It shouldn't die, but it could.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna take domestic violence, for example. Let's say I'm in a relationship, the bitch keeps hitting me and hitting me and hitting me. I don't tell anyone. I tell my best. I tell someone. I tell you. Let's take an example for you. And you laugh. Not saying you would, but I'm just, since you're here, I'm using an example. Because
I wouldn't laugh at you.
I know. And there's actually a true story I heard. This man was in a relationship who got raped by someone, and he told it. He was like 15 years old when he got molested and raped by a woman. He held it in for 20 years and some shit. Got the balls to finally tell one of his best friends, who's a female.
Right.
The woman slapped him and said, you are making fun of your rape victim.
Wow.
Because, AKA, you're making fun, only women can get raped, not men.
It's bullshit.
That's how society is. We have an idea of what a rapist is, and the rapist is a man. That's how society has trained us to think that only men can rape. And that's why there's this, thing called teach men not to rape. Like, no. Then by that definition, we should have a campaign called teach women not to kill children, because most women kill children more than men.
Right.
By that, if we're going to use that logic, we may as well have that logic too.
Right? It should just be teach people not to rape people.
But a rapist is going to be what, regardless of it. That's why they do it. You know, it's like gun control. It's not going to do shit. You know?
Well, okay, when you think about gun control, okay?
Alright.
Think about it this way. They made drugs illegal. Did the drugs go away?
Exactly. Thank you. I mean, just because guns are illegal doesn't mean I can't go to the black market. I don't know what a black market is, but I'm saying, and like, hey, can I have an AK-47? Here's 50 grand for the AK-47.
Right.
Thank you. You know, and again, like you said, with drugs, I mean, yeah,
they outlawed drugs, but we can still get them.
Exactly. I mean, I can get a hold of fucking crack if I wanted to. Not saying I will do,
right?
But you know,
you could. Just because it's illegal doesn't mean you can't get it.
I mean, come on. Who here hasn't done drugs? You know?
You know, everybody's either done drugs or they know somebody that's done drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs are not something that's ever gonna go away.
Exactly. To me, in my opinion, let's talk about the prison system. To me, I don't think people who do drugs should go to prison or jail. I think they should go to rehab and get counseling, get monthly counseling, even when they're released. They should always visit counsel and talk about their problem. Because, you know, the people who do hardcore drugs are escaping something from their past, something from the present, whatever.
Right.
Everyone knows that. And that's why we shouldn't put them in jail. Could it's a disease? I'm sorry, but a lot of people say, oh, it's not a disease. It is a disease. To an extent.
But think about it. What about the people that are selling it?
Exactly. And those people don't get busted. Some of them do. But still.
Well, they do, but most of them, they just get right out. And you know what happens when they get out?
They do it again.
Yeah.
And again. And again.
They learn from that mistake.
And they get stronger.
Yep.
AKA they get better at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, the same way with drug users, drug abusers. They go to jail, they get sent in a cell with other drug users. Like, here's what I've learned. You gotta do this, this, and this, and this, and this.
All right, well,
you've been doing this wrong the entire time. You gotta go here to do it. But there's no people, or, you know, whatever.
Well, just like when I was using, I got to the point where I was so good at hiding the fact that I was high that I could walk into a room full of people and nobody would ever even know.
Haven't you talked to me when you were high once?
Yeah.
I never noticed, to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to deny it. I never picked up the time.
No, I can sit in a room full of people and no one will notice. But I'm so glad that I don't do that anymore.
Good for you. And, like, let's talk about this fucking dare shit. You know, people say, oh, marijuana's a gateway drug, marijuana's a gateway drug, marijuana's a gateway drug.
No, I'm going to be completely honest with you and tell you, you know what the gateway drug is?
What?
Cigarettes.
Exactly. People who smoke cigarettes tend to go to harder drugs. I mean, me, I smoke cigarettes. I've only done marijuana. I'm proud of myself. I'm not bragging. I'm not doing that. But, you know, I've never done anything else, minus the medication that doctor gave me and all that shit.
Right. I'm to the point in my life where the medication that the doctor gives me
doesn't do shit.
No, and I don't want it. Just like, Jeff had a seizure one day and he ended up falling on me. And unstabilized the joint in my ankle. And the doctors thought that I come to the hospital seeking medication because of my past. And they're like, well, I think you're okay. And they did an x-ray. They saw that the joint wasn't stable, and they're like, well, I'm gonna give you some hydros. And I was like, I don't want it. Doctor looked at me like, what the hell? It's like, well, why don't you want the hydros? I said, because I used to be an addict and I don't need any fucking pills.
Yeah. Same with oxycodone.
I don't like pills.
I don't take the medication I'm supposed to be on. Then again, I haven't had a seizure for a very long time, so I got weed off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wean off of it, whatever. I haven't had a seizure for a very long time, and I'm bad myself for that too. Jackpot! I'm not on any medication, even though I probably should be on medication. Shit.
The last time I had a seizure 2 weeks ago.
Oh damn! Are you okay? How was it?
Jeff's brother started screaming and yelling, and Jeff was yelling at him, and I got stressed out, and then I guess
you triggered it.
As soon as I come out of that seizure, Jeff was yelling at me for not listening to him.
What the fuck?
So I got right up in his face in the kitchen. You know what I said to him?
Go fuck yourself, you faggot.
I said, when have I ever yelled at you for having a seizure?
What did he say?
He goes, that's what that was. He goes, you weren't ignoring me. I said, no, dude, I was not fucking ignoring you. He was real quick to apologize on that one.
Wow. I'm just remembering what Juggalo Vlog did on his parody channel.
Oh, when he was making fun of you know who?
Mm-hmm. That was the first thing that pops in my head was that.
My baby's crying.
Alright, you go back on the child.
Okay, you hold it down. You hold down the floor. I gotta go see what's going on.
I cannot see the comment. Speaker and check the comment.
I don't even think we have anybody watching, to be completely honest.
Hi, baby. It's me again. I got notified that you're live like I had before. Okay, hi, Vinod Kumar. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, homie.
Come on, baby.
Camptown lady, sing a song, do that, do that. Camptown lady, can I do that, do that, da 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 da. 13 years dreaming. I'm not come home for a while. So I yelled at him night when I was Vinod Kumar. Again, sorry for butchering your name if I am. Anyone here ever played Fivefinger Filet? AKA the nice thing, I have all my fingers. Knife for chop. It's the
Climb up on the couch and change your diaper. Baby. Come here.
It's a fun game. Aww.
You gotta change a diaper. You gotta change a diaper. Nobody wants a wet baby.
Wet panda.
No.
Okay, no one's watching that.
I'll be back over there in a second. I'm getting Emma changed.
Alright, Pam. Fine.
My baby don't like being wet, and I don't blame her. There you go. What? join us?
Is she crying?
Say hi.
Hi.
It's Shiloh.
Is she scared of me?
No.
Bad dream.
She's having a rough time with everything.
It's gonna be okay, Emma.
You know, when you're used to having your mom and your dad together.
Yeah.
You're a sweet baby. You're going to Daddy's tomorrow. You are dirty behind your ear.
It's gonna be okay, little girl.
You okay? I know, Mommy's glasses got stuck in your curls. You know, lately, every time I run a live stream, here's Emma.
Hello.
I think it's that the wind is blowing like 50 miles per hour outside.
Oh, damn. Everything okay over there?
Yeah, I think that the wind outside was scaring my baby.
Aw.
She's a mommy's girl.
Aw. That's cute.
No? Okay.
Oh.
Let me at her. Do you want a kiss?
Jody is so weird.
What?
What Jody posted.
What'd she post?
He posted, like 6 pictures and 2 videos. Oh, 6 photos and 4 videos. So what did your daughter going out for Halloween? For Halloween.
A lion.
Oh.
Can you tell Shiloh what the lion says? You tell Shiloh. Tell Shiloh, roar. No. My phone is at 0% and it's still on.
Yeah, that's what my phone does too. It's on the charger and does that.
Then does your phone get hot?
Then it cuts off. Like there's no warning that it's gonna cut off. Just goodbye.
No, it's been at 0 for like 3 minutes now.
Give it about 10.
Really?
Yeah. Like I'll give it at least 10 more minutes. Maybe 20.
Wow.
What was the first game you ever stayed up all night playing?
Yoshi's Island.
Mine was Assassin's Creed. I think the second or third one. Maybe the fourth. I don't remember.
No, mine was Yoshi's Island on the Nintendo.
Wait, so this other game that me and my parents would play, and so did my siblings, on the PlayStation 2. It was like a Nickelodeon mashup. It had like Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner. Who else did it fucking have? SpongeBob. That's all I really remember. I only had one other person, but I can't think of it.
I miss Cat Dog.
Cat dog.
Cat alone in the world, a little cat dog.
I meant Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Right?
You want to hear a conspiracy theory about Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
What?
You know, remember Double D?
Mm-hmm.
How he wore a hat on his head?
Mm-hmm.
You know why, right?
No.
According to conspiracy theories, he had cancer.
Really?
Yeah, that's a conspiracy theory, and that's why he's so smart, because he's trying to find a cure for cancer. Because he realized the radiation/chemotherapy isn't working, and we can assume that one of his parents passed away because we don't see his parents, and the only way you can see it is the only communication that Double D and his parents had were slippy notes, sticky notes, whatever. And we can assume that it was her father or her mother because, or some shit like that, because we would hear father knows that on one of the sticky notes.
Yeah.
So we assume it's her father. Yeah. How's your childhood? Is it ruined?
Yeah. Can I ruin your childhood now?
Yes.
Okay. Did you realize with the Rugrats that the reason that Angelica is...
Because she's psychotic. She has schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And something about like the twin Dylan, Lil, whatever.
Phil and Lil.
Yeah, what a conspiracy theory did that the parents of the people of the kids actually had a miscarriage, and she never figured out if it was going to be a boy or a girl.
Yeah. Do you know what I realized the other day with Phineas and Ferb?
Candace has schizophrenia, and she makes up all the stories.
Yeah.
And later on, she kills herself. Just based on a true story or some shit. Supposedly.
I don't know, but I realized that there's no way that her brothers could have been doing that, so she was just losing her mind.
Mm-hmm.
And they really don't have a platypus.
Everyone knows the classic horror movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. You know it's based on a true story somewhat?
Yeah.
Or for anyone who'd watch who doesn't know, in South Asia, I don't remember how long ago it was. The article didn't really say, I think it was around the 60s, the 50s or 60s.
Mm-hmm.
The 20-year-old just got out of a very bad, like, nuclear war, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have horrific nightmares. And one of the kids, when their parents, like, try to get them to fall asleep, like, if I sleep, I'm just gonna get me. I'm gonna die. But the parents like, whatever. You know, obviously. And the parents put sleeping pills in his drink, and he just dozed off on the couch, that I carried up to the room, and dark man, blah, 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 blah. And about, I think it was like 20 minutes later, they hear their son screaming in his sleep.
Mm-hmm.
They ran up to check on him, and he was dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
My phone keeps screaming low battery, so I think I'm gonna end this stream. We've been live for about 35 minutes.
Nice.
I'm gonna let my phone charge up a little. I'll message you.
Alright, love you, sis. Have a
I
good
love
night.
you too. Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.